We're doing 3 different looks today using the Westcott FJ250. I don't call it 250, I call it the 250. But we're gonna do a mixture of different setups using 2 lights, 3 lights, hard light and soft light, all done with this one strobe. So let's cover todo el pedo. All right guys, for this first setup, we're in the studio. We got a 2 light setup and we're using the Westcott FJ250s. Now what's great about the FJ250s, the common question I get all the time is, well, how powerful can they be? In this video, we're specifically using them because I want to show you that you can get a lot of punch with the FJ250s. So for the key light, what we have over here is we have the Manny Ortiz beauty dish. Now here I have it feathered off in a very specific way because if I have it too close to the background, it's going to light up the background. I want a little bit of separation between the model and the background. And that's why I specifically have Debony. So Debony, you want to say hi? So Debony is our model today. I have it feathered so that it's going to go across like this. It will light up the background a little bit. But one of the things that I think people don't think about a lot when they're shooting in the studio is the model's distance from the background. Because do I want to light up the background? Do I want it to be light? Do I want it to be moody? All that's going to be dictated on how far I have the model from the background. So we have our key light here. I'm going to show you what the key light looks like in a little bit. I'll have a photo in the video that shows you what it just looks like with the key light. Opposite of the key light, we do have a V-flat. So what's going to happen is the light's going to come in, it's going to bounce, and it's going to fill in the shadows here on Debony's side. Now the distance of this V-flat is very important also. If I want to fill in the shadows a lot more, all I got to do is bring in this V-flat a little bit closer, and that'll adjust the depth and the dimension that we want. Without the V-flat, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Without the V-flat, the shadows on this side is going to be very dark. It's not really the style I'm going for this shot. So the V-flat, I have it relatively close. I want it to fill in, but I don't want to lose that depth. Now, the secret ingredient here is this little FJ250 with the Joel Grimes 24-inch beauty dish. Now I do have a grid. Now the purpose of the grid and the reason why I have this light is a lot of times when we light up the subject, the beautiful part of the light is going to be here on the upper half of the subject. And what happens here at the bottom is that we get this different kind of skin tone. It starts to get darker. So what I'm doing here is I'm using this light to fill in the shadows on the legs. So I get the beautiful quality of light that I want here on the subject. And then the fill light here on this beauty dish is going to fill it in right here on the legs. So I'll show you the before and after as well. All right, now that I've got the first series of photos, I was looking at Capture One, and that's the reason why I tether. I felt like the background, I want it a little bit darker. And I'm just curious, you know, a lot of times when I'm shooting in the studio, I look at the photos and I'm like, okay, what can I make better? What am I maybe missing? So I wanna see it, because then I won't be able to sleep at night, guys. I will be up all night wondering, what if I just made the small adjustment? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Debony take a step forward. That's gonna get her further from the background, go even more, maybe right about there should be perfect. We're gonna compensate now. We're gonna move the lights a little bit further back. So the first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna move this little V-flat. We're gonna move it right into place right about here. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab my fill light, the 250. Now I know I mentioned it earlier that we're using a grid to add fill light onto the subject on the legs. Now, one thing I wanna emphasize, if you're wondering, well, like, what's the whole purpose of the grid? Is it really that important to get it? Without the grid, what's gonna basically happen is it's gonna ruin the moodiness that I have on the background. The light's gonna spread out over there and it's not gonna look as nice. So the grid is very intentional here. I have to use a grid here in order to get the look that I want. Okay, so I'm gonna tweak this little V-flat. This V-flat moved a little bit. So we're gonna get this right about here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push this key light. The key light is probably the most important thing right here because I wanna be able to move it in such a way that it's not gonna hit the background as much. So just this small movement between from here to here, it's maybe about a foot, you're gonna see a big difference on the background, and I'll see if I end up liking it. I hope I do, because I'm doing all this work to move everything forward. Hopefully I end up liking this look. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and 3. And let's take a look. Woo! Yeah, buddy, I'm gonna give a fist pump to the cameraman. I freaking love it. That one small difference made a big, big difference on the background. So you'll see on the screen the difference between when I had the light further or closer to the background, and now I move the light further back. I love it. I don't know, let me know in the comments which one you guys prefer, but I'm freaking loving this one. we're just gonna rock and roll here. Once you get your lighting, everything in place, guys, now it's just the fun part. Now we're just shooting, we're just posing, and we're just gonna rock and roll. So let's get to the shooting now. All right, Ms. Debney, we're gonna rock and roll right here, okay? All right, guys, we're on to the next shot. What we're doing is we're going for a completely different look. The first look was all about soft light. Now we're using hard light with the optical spot, and we're still using the Westcott FJ250. So for our key light, we have the FJ250 here. And what we're using is we're using the leaves that come with the optical spot to create this beautiful slice of light on Debony. So this is gonna be adding as our key light here. And if you've ever worked with hard light, one of the things that you'll always notice is that you're gonna get harsh shadows, which can be a really beautiful thing. But what we wanna do is that it's gonna be a little bit too dark. So without a fill light, it's gonna go completely dark. So that's why we have another light up here. We have it in like butterfly light position. Now this one is specifically just to fill in the background to the taste that we want. So we can make it as bright as we want, or we can make it as dim as we want. So this is a simple 2-light setup. One of the things that we've also changed is we have Debony relatively close to the background, all right? And the reason for that is that I do want Debony close because what's gonna happen, we're working with the hard light like we talked about, it's gonna create this beautiful shadow onto the background that we can work with. So when I shoot, one of the biggest mistakes that I do is I am always shooting straight on, straight on, straight on. We can actually change the angle off to the side and we can work with the shadow and make it a part of the composition. So that's what we're gonna be doing. Now, another little detail, when I was setting up this shot, we have this beautiful dress, has lots of beautiful sparkles. She has the beautiful earrings, and this is the perfect opportunity to add a lens filter. So what I've done is I've added a star filter. Now, you will only see the stars show up when you have hard light, all right? So you need hard light in order to see those sparkles. So because we're using the optical spot once again, and it's producing that hard light, it's gonna be that perfect combo to get some beautiful shots. Before we get into the next photo, I wanna let you know I'll be speaking at Boca Summit July 27th through the 29th in Atlanta, Georgia. And if you guys wanna learn from me and other amazing photographers from Francisco Hernandez, Naya Rose, and Chris Knight, this is a great way to learn and also network with other photographers in the industry. I hope to see you guys there, and if you want, use code ELI to get $100 off. I hope to see you guys there. All right, guys, for this last setup, we're gonna do a 3-light setup. What we have is we have 2 FJ250s back there with small umbrellas. What we're basically doing is that we're trying to just add a beautiful clean light to the background. Debony is basically gonna turn into silhouette. Now, we're gonna still play with the optical spot, and we're gonna add like a nice hard light source onto Debony. And we're also gonna have a little bit of fun working with some filters. You know, anytime you kind of, at least when I'm in a creative rut, I always like to experiment with lens filters. You may or may not like the effect, but it's something that just kind of gets you out of your comfort zone, something that you can try and experiment with. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for this photo. Now, right now, my settings is at f4, shutter speed 200, ISO 800. All the lights are at power 4. So key light and my 2 background lights. And so let me show you, let me do the shot buildup here. So let's just see what the key light's looking like so that way I don't forget. So this is what just the key light looks like. And then we're gonna show with the background lights what that looks like. So what I like about this filter, it gives it like a dreamy quality. And without the filter, I feel like what ends up happening is that everything kind of gets a little bit flat in the sense of the legs are kind of dark, and then it doesn't like blend as well. With this, it almost kind of builds this scene, kind of like a foreground element, middle ground, and a background. So I like it, I'm gonna keep it. And so we're just gonna keep shooting here, and we're gonna just experiment. And I still have the star filter. So the star filter is gonna still add that nice little stars when the hard light hits Debony. But on the bottom, it's adding this beautiful gradient to the bottom. Now that you've seen the results from the 3 different light setups, I'm curious, let me know in the comments, what was your favorite setup? If I had to give you my favorite setup, man, it's a battle between the second and the third setup, probably because it's different. You know, typically I don't do that style, especially the third one, you know, high key background and stuff like that. So, man, I think I'd go second setup as my favorite, the third one as my second favorite, and then of course the classic one, which was the first light setup, as my third favorite. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned for more content.